We're going to go ahead and do a reading for twin flames, specifically for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. And today is a powerful alignment. We have a triple conjunction between our sun, Mercury, and Saturn right now. We call this a Saturn combustion, and this is like a Cazimi energy. It's really, really powerful. When Saturn goes near the sun, it weakens it, and Saturn rules our karma and our karmic lessons. This is pushing karma up to the surface and old patterns and programs for clearing or unresolved karmic baggage if you haven't dealt with it. It will be coming up during this time. It's very important that you're checking your chart and seeing where your Saturn lies as well too, because this is going to tell you what's coming up for you during this alignment and during this time, but in this lifetime too. So I know that you and your twin flame will hold a lot of similarities because you do share a karmic load, or you'll share the same karmic lessons but different. So when you start to compare stories, you'll start to notice a lot of synchronicities and similarities, or that you hold the other half to these lessons as well too. So I know that I have my Saturn and Libra, and so does my twin flame. So this is literal karma through relationships. Now, most of these wounds happened earlier on. So I write a lot in my books about having grown it up in a narcissistic, abusive childhood, and I know my twin flame did as well too. So you'll notice a lot of those key similarities of what you're trying to heal from and deal with in this lifetime as well too. Now, most of your karmic wounds happen before the age of 28, whatever's gone on there as well too, and so you hold a lot of past wounds that might be coming up in these energies for resolve through the patterns that are still playing out, or different things like that too. So this is pushing the karma up to the surface as well too, so that you can kind of work on different things. Make sure you're checking where Saturn is in your chart too, because this will give you a ton of clues. And then you're going to see that you and your twin flame hold the same core wounds and things that you're meant to be healing as well too. And that you guys hold the key to really heal each other as well too. But twin flame is going to take you through a whole healing process, as a lot of you guys know, because it's going to trigger those old wounds that you were already carrying or that were already going on. And this is important because these things are coming up for ascension. You can't take the karmic baggage with you. You can't take your old 3D reality with you through all of this. So things are coming up for clearing like never before in these higher frequency energies, especially if you're on a twin flame union journey as well too. Now we're going to start with a reading for the divine feminine to see what is going on. So high energies, you want to be tapping into these energies. Saturn combustion, it means it's a chance that you can burn up and clear all of your karma in one shot, right? I'm like, yes. And so sometimes when Saturn is really strong, we're getting a lot of karmic lessons and things like that. When it goes weak, it's a chance for us to release and clear different energies too. So you might feel like you've had a lot of your karma pushed to the surface lately, and it's dissolving in some type of way. I miss looking into your eyes and into your soul. This is divine feminine, especially if you are in a separation. You're going to be missing this person extra during this time because we're feeling twin flame energies heightened. We're getting ready for the 333 porthole. 333 porthole is huge for twin flames, twin flame union, but it's also all about Kundalini energy. So you might be feeling those Kundalini energies extra strong. You might be going through Kundalini activation, awakening, feeling a lot of strong energies, and this is always that third energy that twin flames share within the connection too, because you guys together birth an entire different energetic field, and you might be feeling that energetic field really, really strongly during this time. So that 333 portal is all about twin flame union, divine union, and also Kundalini activation and awakening. You'll be feeling your twin flame extra strong. You'll be dreaming of them. You'll be thinking of them. You'll be having them come up in many different ways right now. Pay attention to that. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong of me to take out my frustration on me. So part of twin flame, and this is why people get confused with the connection, ego dissolution. It's the part where you'll go through stages where the ego has to go, and it's very uncomfortable because the ego is going to get very triggered and flare up. Divine feminine might be feeling bad about things said. I know I've done this, and then my twin flame just mirrored back everything I said, like, right? And things like that. So this is like things that were said, and it could be telling the truth. It could be a lot come up to be processed as well too. And then this is like if you've had people playing out their karmic patterns on you, because my twin flame played out a lot of, we'll say, hurtful karmic patterns on you, and they will if they're there, right? So we have this player energy and things like that, and this is being manipulative, karmic, and being tested. So if your twin flame has played out karmic patterns on you in a way, it can be very hurtful and bring a lot to the surface as well too. This is so that they're aware of those patterns, because I said they've been doing this their whole life before they met me, and then they tried it on me, right? And I said, I am not a karmic, I am a whole goddess. So when you've done that level of work, Divine Feminine, you're going to tap into the divine, and you're going to activate these goddess energies and become the whole goddess. And then you're meant to be, because you may be tested a little bit, to not react as well. You'll just see the things like the manipulation, the karmic patterns, and you're not going to respond as much once you're more fully healed as well too. Now, people are at different places. Some of you guys are in separation, some of you guys are in union, and that's why I think it's very important that you guys are booking one-on-one readings. You can do those sessions as often as you need. I have the twin flame reading section. It's going to help you It's going to help you a ton with what to be healing, what's coming up. Also, double down on your energy healing. You guys should be healing and clearing your energy anyways. With twin flames, so much more is going to come up. All of the karmic patterns, ego blocks, beliefs, everything in the way. You're going to go through many layers of emotions, emotional upheaval, and purging. So make sure you're doing more healing sessions on my website as well too. Make sure you're doing more activation work. We're doing this ascension, and so it's very important that you're also activating yourself more as well too. So I have tons of energy healing sessions on my website. Make sure you're checking out my twin flame coaching. Great for everyone, for going deeper into this stuff and healing it, especially if you're in a separation and you've reached blocks, barriers, obstacles of clearing these things to come into union as well too. So we have old karmic habits have come up in some type of way. This is to make people aware. Oftentimes people aren't even aware of their unconscious habits and programs and things like that. They may or may not be. And so remember, Divine Feminine, not all the time, but usually is more awakened in the situation. You guys are much more intuitive, you can see more, and this is why it's designed in that way as well too. So we have this kind of energy kind of coming up as well too. This person may have played out negative stuff on you. Depends how you reacted. No, it's about shedding the ego and moving past it. That's what we have to do to enlightenment. So a lot of our lessons are like that, especially if you've been triggered lately, dealing with a lot of negativity, karmic energies, and things like that. It's easier being with someone from my world, isn't it? As well too, right? And this is important too, because I always say, I've been studying this, twin flames have their own reality. You each have your own world, and then kind of you're the bridge in between. With the union, when you come into union, it bridges these realities, but every person connected to you is just a karmic projection of in your reality as well too. So this is why it gets easy, because with your mind you control these projections. With your twin flame you don't. This is a divine union. It's meant to happen on a greater level. And so know that as you guys are coming into union, you guys are birthing your own energetic field between you. This is the source energy, the connection between you as well too, that awakens. There's that third energy between this union, and it's very, very powerful. This energy is guiding you, it's helping you through your lessons, and it's helping you into union. So it's very important that you're taking space to listen to your downloads right now as well too. I'm in love with you and I'm ready to take action. I want to build a beautiful life with you. Sometimes that's what keeps you hanging on to, because you know what you want, or you've seen it. And I see a lot of, for not everyone, but a lot of divine feminines are doing that ascension into the 5D, and the masculines are trying desperately to hold on to their 3D reality and to the old. They're not ready to take a shot. They're not ready to jump into union. They're playing it safe. And we'll get into this in the masculine reading, because I want to talk about the heart chakra again and some of the things that kind of come up as well too. So we see this theme where divine feminine's been ready. They're taking action. They're making things happen in our generation like never before. We're not doing Stepford Wives of 1960 anymore. A lot of these divine feminines are awakening, making something of their life, right? Working on healing your finances, getting that glow up, working on your energy, right? Like never before. And so we have this all happening as the feminine has been rising to balance, not to overshadow the masculine, but to come into balance with the masculine, because there was an imbalance as well too. And divine union happens balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine as well too. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship that you deserve. Divine Feminine is working on herself. Time to do that healing session, time to do that face mask, get to the gym, do things that are raising your vibrational frequency, even if it's eating your favorite ice cream or going somewhere that you enjoy. I was kind of putting up a post yesterday, I'm dating myself, like, right? Take yourself out to that nice restaurant, right? Get everything you love on the menu, do stuff. In fact, I probably do a better job dating myself than most of the guys I've ever been with, right? And things like that. So really take care of yourself, really do the things for yourself that you should be doing as well too. This is going to help you to raise your frequency. Many of the divine feminines are ascending with or without their masculine. You get to that level of healed and you'll really, really get into those higher realms as well too. And your soul has no choice but to take you there as well too. Now for many, the unions will happen in these highers if it was too low for the frequency. So we have love yourself first, take care of yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Time to get that glow up energetically. Time to feel really, really good. Time to get out of this ascension lows and funks, ascension symptoms, and to rise up your frequency. You're going to feel so much better. I always say energy healing for that. Time to free yourself. It's time to take back control over your life. You've been handing over your power for far too long. This is why many are in separation. It just is about getting independent, shaking codependent habits. Maybe you were given too much energy to your masculine and they weren't reciprocating enough and you weren't getting anything back. It could have got draining. Different things have come up as well too. They might not have been ready. Time to really take power and control over your life and to do what you want with it during this time. I think it's important too. All right, so we have a lot of union cards up. People are like, what? Yes, you're going to do it all. Divine union is your destiny. So unions are destined by God to happen. They're meant to be as well too. Sometimes separations are to clear and deal with obstacles, blocks, energies that have come up and to purify more for these situations. But this is in your cards. This is in your destiny. And this is like coming together, coming into full union as well too. It doesn't matter what your situation is looking like. This is your twin flame. A lot of you guys might be questioning that. I've had to go through many layers of that as well too. And that sometimes that is a block in itself of how you're seeing things. It just kind of depends as well too. This is your person. Your heart is going to know. Your soul is going to know. And you'll know by the energy between it because you just feel really, really good. Like I was talking to mine, for many hours via email last night, and it feels good, like the connection, just to be near each other, right? Like nothing more. Just to hang out and be near each other. It feels really, really good. It's going to uplift you. Doesn't matter how the interactions are going or what they're about. Just to be near each other energetically, it activates you. It does stuff to your energy as well too. So you're going to know this is your person because it's also the spiritual and the soul and the higher connection of it too. This union is going to happen soon. You need to decide what you want though, and it will come to you. Whatever you're praying for, whatever you're manifesting is going to happen. This is why you got to get rid of these blocks of how you're seeing perceptions. A lot of distorted perceptions coming up on the divine feminine from past relationships. Some of you guys have been through very abusive past relationships. You've been through a lot of negative stuff in your childhood, as we covered, and things like that. And so sometimes people to kind of respond differently as well too, just stuff like that. So healing a lot of this stuff. Decide what you want. This union is yours if you want it, but you got to clear away the mental blocks if you have them coming up that are blocking you from this connection as well too, because you guys have such a magnetic pull to each other that it's hard. It's like a force field. Doesn't matter where you are to this person. You could be far away. You're going to feel each other. You're going to sense each other. And this is why it gets overwhelming as well too, for different reasons. So you have such a strong magnetic attraction to this person. It goes way past the physical, but it might play out on that level as well too, where you're very pulled to this person. And we talked about Kundalini energy rising. You're probably going to feel very strong sexual attraction to this person during this time, because of the energies kind of rising up and activating within you as you're cleansing yourself, because that's more of a soul pull. You just want to be near this person. You want to get close to them. That's what union is when you come together on that spiritual level, way past the physical too. So we have that kind of energy, divine feminine being pulled towards this person, but we have some issues that have come up. Ego dissolution happening. You might be having ego clashes as it's hard to push past this ego stuff. That's the 3D programming. It's like the entire ego collapse as well too. Divine feminine feels bad and guilty about pain that has been caused by them and past pain that they have triggered, because you guys are triggering each other, whether you realize it or not. You might trigger each other. And so this is like past pain that you guys were holding on to, and this was what makes twin flame much different than other past relationships, because you guys have to deal with this stuff, and it will come in waves of things that you're dealing with or things that are coming up too. Divine Feminine is feeling overwhelmed. You might have been drained from this situation or from this connection, so you're being guided to pull back your energy and to work on yourself, and you're going to feel a lot better, especially if you stop thinking about your twin flame, obsessing about them, right? Wondering what they're doing. Really work on what you're doing and focusing on yourself right now, needing to shift that energy within. When we're focused on the outer, doesn't matter if it's twin flame or other stuff, we're kind of, in the dream. Put that energy back within. That is enlightenment as well too. Pay attention to your inner guidance, downloads, and messages that you're getting right now, your dreams and your inner world right now. This is going to help to recharge you and to make you feel better. You'll know this is your twin flame because you'll feel really good just near their energy, and it's going to uplift you both as well too. But oftentimes some of you guys are dealing with a lot of external situations and factors that you're putting a lot of energy into, holding up 3D illusions, paradigms, the old, right? Can be very draining for you as well too. Dealing with work stuff, dealing with other stuff. So we have this kind of stuff coming up to recharge your energy, take care of your energy. Shadow side, this person has shown you and pulled up your shadow side and even reflected it back to you, so you'll see it come out within you, and then they mirror it back as well too, as this is the reflective nature. The masculine is quite reflective to the feminine. They've shown you more healing that you need to do with your shadow aspect as well too. You guys are going to come into this new beginning energy. Depends on where you're at with the process though, moving through the process. So we do have this, moving into a new beginning where it's going to be more playful and better for your inner child and things like that, where you guys have triggered a lot of past painful inner child wounds. I just talked about how you'll share them with your twin flame. You'll notice exact same situations. This is how you'll understand and see your twin flame very deeply as well too, because you've been there through the same stuff as them too. Sometimes one might be more along on the spiritual path and you're meant to like pull the other out of it, but sometimes they don't like that, right? We talk about the push-pull effect as well too. You might be trying to pull, they'll be pushing you away. This is what creates chaser runner dynamics as well too. We have this new beginning energy that's dying to come through, especially as we're nearing the March equinox as well too. This is a destined connection, but you might be struggling to find the right path, especially if you're in separation. You might feel off of your path as well too. You might be lost. I always feel like sometimes the masculine has a better eye, let's say eye for things with the path as well too. This is why they are meant to guide things forward and to move things forward. Okay, so we have 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You might be feeling a little bit lazy, not really feeling lit up by your job, not focusing hard enough and letting things pass you by. Make sure that you're living life right now and really putting the work in and the spiritual work in as well too. It's important that we're taking care of our energy as we're moving through the higher frequency energies. It's going to be the most important thing on the planet during this time too, but this is putting in the manifesting work. Whatever you're putting out, you're getting back. Make sure you're taking care with your thoughts and thinking positively about the situation. And we have all 3 of your cards next are the masculine coming through. We have Knight of Cups. They're going to come in with a love message and an attraction. They might have been pushing you away or something like that, but this is them needing to do some soul searching and to follow their love, guidance, and their heart as well too. Divine Masculine holds a lot of rejection and abandonment wounds. Some of these are actually ingrained very deeply from childhood. They are like, their heart is like a rose like everyone else's, but they have a lot of thorns around their rose where they are used to, you get close, they push you away, right, prick you, right, and things like that. Oh my God. And so they're used to that. So they might have been even pushing away love their whole life, unconsciously sabotaging it, playing out avoidant behavior, very selfish behavior. Kind of depends on where they're at with this. They're going to come in strong if they haven't. They're going to start to come pursue you. They're going to give you a lot of love messages. When you can stop with putting so much focus on them, they're going to magnetically flip with things and they're going to pursue you as well too strongly. They're going to shift out of that avoidant pattern that's been activated and deal with some of their own inner child stuff and past relationship stuff. And they're going to get that guidance and be more sure on this connection. If they've been, we use the word wishy-washy lately, expect them to come in with messages. But currently we have the 5 of Swords where there might be some type of disagreement, being at odds with someone and playing games or mind games. They're trying to get the upper hand on you because this is the masculine. They may have been playing out old karmic patterns. This is like them reaching that state of surrender in both of you. When you surrender, they will too. And you're not surrendering to them, you're surrendering to the divine as well too, that life is going to flow and to go with the flow. So they're kind of against the flow right now, because that is the masculine card too. With things, maybe you're too strongly in your masculine energies, divine feminine, needing to surrender and go with the flow. Knight of Wands, a passionate offer, high energy and being adventure. Go for what you want. Open-minded. So this is them. They're going to come in very high energy suddenly, and they're going to kind of shift with things. They might be going through a lot of purging, cleansing, and dealing with their emotions. Oftentimes, when someone is avoiding, they're just in heavy emotions. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to be vulnerable. So the runner is always not wanting to show them true selves. They've been taught that, you know, showing emotions makes them weak. So if there's lack of communication, not a lot of communication, a lot of these masculines have been dealing with depression, anxiety, sleep problems, maybe even mental health issues and things like that their whole life. And they're used to trying to deal with these things on their own and not opening up to people. So if you feel that there's lack of communication, some of this is why. Needing to sort themselves. All right, we're going to do a reading real quick for the divine masculine to see what is going on. Make sure you guys are taking advantage. It's falling out, right? Make sure that you're taking advantage of this Saturn combustion. It's great for helping you to burn up karma if you feel that you've had restrictions, limitations. It's about shifting out of masculine, that victim blaming circumstances stuff, into shifting to the 5D fully. So you need to let go of some karma that's been holding you back. All right, divine masculine, take these as messages to the feminine, divine feminine. If you're watching Divine Masculine Collective, being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. It hurts for both of you. I've said that I think it's torture for both twin flames. Once you met each other, it was already torture before. That's why you guys were unconsciously looking for this person in the sea of billions of people on the planet. But once you found them and you know this is the one, it hurts you both a ton. There's going to be just so many layers. Maybe you're fine 1 minute, but it comes up through the subconscious, not being able to sleep, thinking about this person, different ways that it will come through too. So divine masculine is in pain over this, and it's just over the separation wounds, because it shows them the pain that was within that they didn't notice. So it kind of comes up too. Divine masculine in pain over the separation, for those of you guys that are. Old wounds coming up. I settled for second best because I didn't deserve you as well too. This is for those that are in separation. They could be putting you out of mind. Maybe they thought they could replace you, and then it would just make them realize they can't, and that they miss you even more as well too. So for some, not everyone, but in separation, we have this energy coming up because we do have third party. This could be another person, obstacles, blocks, or just their circumstances of why they weren't ready to dive in or take that jump or to show up, as they said. Where it could be words not lining up with actions, right? And things like that. Just kind of depends. So we have this third party energy. This could be family obligations and things like that, not having healed fully. It just kind of depends. A lot of masculines haven't healed from their past relationships, going into the twin flame union and things like that, bringing those kind of energies with them. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. They are watching you all of the time. Literally, like if you're on social media, they're checking your page all the time. They're always trying to see what is going on, what you're doing, and how you're doing as well too. Just anything, just to connect with your energy. So we have this energy of, for those of you guys that feel your masculine is pulled back or isn't giving you a lot, they're observing and around watching you. This is why you feel their energy so much and can't get them off of your mind. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before. I know now it's true. And so this is them doing some soul searching, and the separation will teach them that you're the one as well too. It's very painful once they move through the purging of emotions, because it will bring a lot of upheaval when you go into each wave of separation. It will make them, they'll come back with more clarity, because the clarity comes from clearing your energy and clearing your system. So if in separation, make sure you're doing extra energy healings, because it's going to bring up a lot of waves of old buried repression, repressed memories. Masculine might be having a difficult time with their finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in their love life right now. It could be that they're putting, I say, family stuff, job stuff, career, finances above you in some type of way, or that they have picked the 3D path over union. It's like two paths present themselves, The 3D, we know what that leads to. It's ego. And this is everything your mind logically is going to convince you is the right way. And then there's the path to union and spiritual union, and it's a higher, different kind of 5D path too. So they might be still in that 3D path because we have the 3D mask coming up, the ego. And then this is the, we'll say self masks. This is, talk about the different masks. And it's all the things that you hide behind that you think you are, and they have to go. And it's like the illusion of self that you show other people. I'm fine, I don't need anyone, right? But you really do, even more of those people. Or, you know, different things as well too. So these are the masks and things like that as well too. Many of the divine masculines are holding those masks of their own and hiding behind their own rejection and abandonment wounds, and have been pushing people away to not trigger those wounds, but it doesn't work. Okay, so we have strong romantic feelings. Divine masculine is being guided to open up your heart and to follow your heart. We talked about the thorns in the heart, right? Like having too many thorns around it. People get close, you prick them, and things like that. Needing to really open up and follow your heart as well too. You've had a lot of grief, pain, childhood issues, and things like that, karmic issues that have blocked your heart. Awakening is all about opening your heart and living from the heart. Unrequited love. Some of you guys might feel that there is an unrequited love situation. This is like strong attraction, but you're feeling like you're not loved back. That's my whole book I just wrote, Star-Crossed. You may feel you're star-crossed with this person. It just kind of depends. And these are the illusions that you guys will go through that will push your buttons and things like that. But this person always loves you, your twin flame, even if they're putting on the front if they don't. Sometimes you could go for years believing this person doesn't truly love you, and it creates a lot of wounding. This is this illusion of separation. This person is always with you in the higher. They love you so much. They're trying to their higher self guide you into union, just as yours is around them all of the time too. So you might feel that, whether you're feeling unlovable or that you're not being loved with this person, just kind of depends. Just know that they do love you. All right, this person, your divine feminine, is always thinking of you, daydreaming about you, and longing for you. They're trying to manifest you or manifest union, but we have this chaser runner energy that might be flipping, like depending. You guys might have taken turns, I always say, where, you know, you were coming on real strong and they were pushing you away, and different patterns that have played out. Chaser doesn't want to chase anymore. They might be finding something else to do. This path is trying to lead you home. It's trying to lead you to your divine feminine as well too. It's literally trying to lead you to new 5D timelines, and it's calling you to make a shift in your life. So this is healing your root chakra in some type of way. All right, divine feminine feels that they haven't expressed themselves good. This could be hurtful wounds, ego triggers, things that were said. Divine feminine feeling kind of bad that maybe they're not expressing their feelings. You get really overwhelmed in the feelings and stuff comes out because it's overwhelming, and it's hard to express how you feel as well too. So we have that aspect. Pay attention to your intuition right now. It's trying to guide you forward, whether your gut feelings, psychic premonitions, and sixth senses. You're going to be getting signs, synchronicities, dream messages. This is like signals, hints, messages from the universe. Pay attention to this energy that is trying to guide you. We have something happening with finances for you, and this is money problems. This is like, if you feel like you're not successful, I kind of made a joke, but I'm serious. If you're not in union and you're suppressing your feminine, the goddess, and you're not in union, you might have money problems, and I'm serious, especially in spaces of separation, or if you're fine by yourself, guys, right? All these guys that are okay by themselves, I got it, usually they have money problems and things like that, because you're needing to open up your sacral to those goddess energies and to love and union and things like that. The more you open up to love, the more money you'll have. The more you're blocking it, the more financial issues might be coming up. So we have sacral issues coming up too. All right, this person is taking space and needs time to think. That's you, masculine. You're thinking about the divine feminine a ton though, because it shows her on that card as well too. Know that if you're in a space or separation, because separation is just a lot of space between you. The connection's always there, just creating space. And when those energies of space, you're both thinking about each other. You're both getting downloads, getting the lesson, understanding things so that certain things don't happen again. But we have the Seven of Swords. This is masculine coming through as being sneaky. All right, hiding stuff, lies, secrets, manipulation and things like that. This is like you're being strategic. You're trying to manipulate the situation, right? In some type of way, whether controlling the whole situation, right? Not being truthful. This is that guy like sneaking away with all of the swords, right? And things like that. Maybe you thought you got over on it, but this is like, you're not able to do that with the universe and with your lessons. So maybe you're getting hard lessons on that too. And this is like playing your cards right of what you can do right now. We have the Chariot card in reverse. This can represent water signs, but it's needing to work on your solar plexus. You're feeling powerless to this situation, and I'll say to the situation, you're feeling no willpower, so not a lot of energy, lacking direction, blocked by obstacles, and loss of control. Your ego doesn't like loss of control. Masculine loves to be in control. In control of the feminine, right? And out of control makes your ego feel very, very awkward and uncomfortable. But like we talked about, a lot of ego layers coming up to surrender to and release. This is handing over the wheel, like letting go of that to the universe right now. It'll give you more energy to surrender to the situation. Ace of Swords in reverse blocks, lack of ideas, lack of clarity, lack of communication. So sometimes this is like arguments or not a lot of communication or not getting along with the communication. This is in reverse. Something is going wrong here. So there are blocks coming up around communication. Perhaps I was just doing a ton of writing last night because I study this stuff obviously. And sometimes inner child wounds can manifest as silent treatment, bad communication, not communicating your needs, passive aggression, like this kind of stuff, right? And stuff like that. Needing to really open up your throat chakra and to better communicate and with your divine feminine, because we have this Queen of Cups in reverse, and upright, it's a beautiful love energy. In reverse is like not doing good. So your divine feminine might be being selfish and immature, bitter, too sensitive, low self-esteem, or even manipulative, shallow, and maybe their intuition is being blocked by this situation. So we have upright is like the beautiful Queen of Love, but in reverse, this is triggering them, and this is like inner child stuff to a T as well too of what we're describing. This is like inner child might be coming up for your divine feminine, inner child wounds being projected into the situation, or things they're saying, because we have a lot of throat chakra communication energy, how they're acting about the situation. You might think they're trying to act manipulative or controlling as well too to get their needs met, or by how things are coming up as well too. Needing to heal with your own divine feminine energies, needing to open up to your own guidance and your own intuition, divine masculine. All right, we're gonna go on that note, but have a beautiful day. If you guys need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com, and have a beautiful day.